That's my. Hey, yeah, you're not dreaming. It's real. I'm back. I'm back again. I'm so excited to be here. Welcome to the Sports Lounge on AM 1290 KZSB. I am your host. It's true. It's Big Lou. And I'm excited to be back with you guys. Man, things are happening. We're going to jump right in with both feet. If you've been following and listening to the shows, you know that doesn't apply to me jumping in the swimming pool. Neither here nor there. Let's get right into the Red Zone recap of all the games and scores from this past week. And last Thursday, guys, just to jump right into it, we had the Giants taking on the Washington team, but the Giants fell to the Washington team in a close one, separated by a point, 29-30. Washington team pulled that one out. Getting into Sunday, the Browns and the Texans faced off, but the Browns ended up coming out of that game 31-21. The Rams and the Colts, again, it was a battle of animals, and the Rams actually beat down on the Colts. Who saw that coming? And the Rams actually took that win 27-24. The Bills were in Miami serving up bagels with cream cheese as they gave a beat down to the Dolphins 35-donut. The Patriots and the Jets faced off, battle of the rookies, right? And the Patriots went on ahead and did their thing per usual, Bill Belichick style, holding on to win that game 25-6. The 49ers and the Eagles tangled up. 49ers came out on top in that game, 17-11. Weird score. We'll talk about that later. The Raiders, in true form, right? Raiders start the season off pretty hot. Everybody gets into it. Raider Nation, one of the more notorious fan bases that are out there in the world. The Raiders did pull it out 26-17. The problem is they'll let you down in the back half of the season, again, for later. Stepping over to the Saints, and the Panthers got into it. The Saints had a great week one. Jameis Winston went absolutely bananas. But this week, he was just a bowl of cereal because they got pounded by the Panthers 26-7. The Broncos and the Jaguars faced off. The Broncos and Teddy Bridgewater looked absolutely amazing. Cortland Sutton had a big game for the Broncos. They ended up winning that game 23-13. The Vikings and the Cardinals got into it as well. Vikings are looking good right now, but the Cardinals were able to edge them out by a 1-point victory as well, 34-33. The Falcons and my Buccaneers, I say that, but everybody knows I'm not really a Bucs fan. I'm more of a Tom Brady fan, right? But Tom Brady went absolutely crazy again. He's continuing to set records. I don't know if the dude is getting older, if it's just a reverse Benjamin Button disease, but Tom Brady went off for, I believe, 5 touchdowns it was. Buccaneers take down the Falcons 48-25. Cowboys and the Chargers faced off. Dak Prescott is coming back with a vengeance tour, and the Cowboys knocked off the Chargers 20-17. Seahawks and Titans had a good battle, but the Titans remained just as their name, taking down the Seahawks 33-30. The Chiefs and the Ravens had probably the most amazing Sunday night game yesterday. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, man, please go back and look at the highlights. It was unbelievable. Lamar Jackson is worth every bit that they're paying him and then some. Chiefs and the Ravens pulled it out 36-35. And last but not least, the Bears and the Bengals got into it. Bears ended up pulling that game out with 20-17 victory. They lost Andy Dalton a little bit early in that game. Justin Fields had to come in and take over. And he did he didn't do a stellar job, but he didn't do a bad job. He was able to do enough to maintain and hold on to keep that win. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is our Red Zone recap. And you know what? We might as well go ahead and take that into our rookie roundup real quick. And the rookie roundup is just as it sounds. Again, lots of things are happening in the NFL. And as we know, it's always about the next man up in the NFL, okay? And so getting into the rookie roundup, all these guys had an opportunity in the preseason to showcase their talents. Now that we're in the season, some guys are not starting, some are filling in due to injuries. With that being said, Trevor Lawrence, as we all know, he took over the quarterback duties for the Jacksonville Jaguars when they released Gardner Minshew. Trevor Lawrence, for our rookie roundup against the Broncos, he went 14 for 33 with 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He ran the ball twice for 21 yards. Not bad. I mean, again, obviously, as a rookie, you want to cut down on the turnovers, but that's something that rookies are going to go through when they're coming into the league, is trying to minimize turnovers and maximize making plays. So, I mean, could have been worse, could have been better, but not too bad for Trevor Lawrence. And moving over to Zach Wilson against the Patriots. Again, Zach Wilson is with the Jets, and we all know who the Patriots have in Mac Jones. Zach Wilson, basically it was a battle of the rookies, guys, is what it was. Zach Wilson against the Patriots went 19 for 33, 210 yards, 0 touchdowns. But me being a defensive fan, he threw 4 picks. I'm going to tell you right now, it's hard enough to win in the NFL. It makes it even more difficult to win in the NFL against a defensive-minded mastermind like Bill Belichick, and you give him the ball 4 more times that he's already going to get it. So you want to minimize or maximize your chances of beating the Patriots, and Bill Belichick can't give up 4 interceptions. But that's Zach Wilson. Right on the other side of the ball, Mac Jones. We are not related, even though my last name is Jones. It's just a cool thing to be, a Jones, right? Everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses, and it's true out there, right? So anyway, Mac Jones against the Jets. On the other side of the coin, he went 22 for 30, 186 yards, 0 touchdowns, but 0 interceptions. Again, that right there, those statistics is the essence of managing the game, right? We're not going to do anything to hurt the team. We didn't do anything to really help the team. We just kind of moved our way through the ebbs and flows of the game, and he did enough for that to come out victorious. Okay. Moving on to the Chicago Bears and the Bengals. Justin Fields finally got his opportunity, as I mentioned early on during the Red Zone recap, that Andy Dalton got injured. He had to come out the game. They had to come in with their rookie guy, Justin Fields. And against the Bengals, Justin Fields looked at 6 of 13 for 60 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he ran the ball 10 times for 31 yards. Now, I'm gonna jump into this real quick, guys. Just to actually, let me back up before I get into that. Let me say this. Trey Lance did not get any snaps. Trey Lance, as we all know, is with the San Francisco 49ers. Probably didn't get any snaps this week because Jimmy Garoppolo had a phenomenal week 1. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Reinventing the wheel is just going to go around too. So give me something different that's going to make a change, right? So that's why we went ahead and did that. But I want to go back to Justin Fields and his 10 runs for 31 yards real quick, guys. Everybody know, all my friends that know me, I'm a huge fan of old school football in the sense of prototypical quarterbacks. Prototypical quarterback is going to be a 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" guy that stands in the pocket, live arm, very cerebral, and he's not going to leave the pocket even if the world is on fire and burning down itself. He's going to stand there and burn up or throw the ball. But he's not going to run away from you. With a lot of these hybrid quarterbacks that you see nowadays, the RG3s, remember Slash, Cordell Stewart, when he first came back into the NFL, I don't think it happened to Slash, but these running quarterbacks, they get outside the pocket, they start running the ball, okay? And they're great athletes, okay? Don't misinterpret what I'm about to say. They're great athletes, but the problem is anyone should be able to throw the ball on that level who's been playing, right? If you can extend the play for 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds long. There's not a single person in the NFL that can cover Tyreek Hill for 3.5 to 4 seconds, let alone 7, 8, 9 seconds. So my point is, when you can extend the play, i.e. Justin Fields, Cam Newton, RG3, Dak Prescott, before he got injured, even Michael Vick. When you can extend the play, it increases your chances of making some great passes and so long passes down the field. The variable is this. When they get injured and they lose their ability to scramble, now we're going to see how much of a real quarterback they really are. Can they stand in the pocket and read the defense and make the proper throws? And this is where we get to, guys, when we talk about recruiting athletes out of college. Again, hybrid, athletic, yes, it's nice. Visually, it's attractive. But at the end of the day, you ever notice more times than not, the teams that are winning the most and continue to do the most late in playoffs and have those late runs, they all have that one quarterback that has the ability to obviously read the defense, make the proper checks on the line, and beat you with their arm. That's what the quarterback's job is to do. By the way, let me say this. Quarterback, my opinion, second hardest position on the field. Even though it requires so much cerebral and mental preparation, you got to know a lot of things that's happening with every moving part out there. I still say it's the second hardest position on the field. Reason I say that, I'm going to say it with this, and then I'll end on this part with Red Zone recap and the rookie roundup. Defensive back, hardest position on the field, bar none. And I say that, guys, because when you think about it, it's the only position on the field where you start out going backwards with somebody running at you full speed, and you literally have no idea where they're going. You react to where they move. The quarterback, yes, okay, fine, fair. Quarterback does start hike, and he snaps and he drops back. Correct, but he knows where everybody's going. He knows what's happening. Now, do things break down? Yes, of course. We see it time and time again. And they make adjustments on that. They step up in the pocket. They float out and shift the pocket. This is getting a little more technical than I care to right now, but I just want to give you guys an example so you can understand better the difference between an NFL prototypical quarterback that stands in the pocket, i.e. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Drew Brees, so on and so forth, right? In this case, Patrick Mahomes. Huge fan of him. I would like to see him stay in the pocket a little bit more just to keep him safe, but he is extremely athletic, and he can put a lot of stress on your defense once he gets outside those tackles. But this is what makes football so great. There's so much room for every type of athlete out there. It's just when I say our job, I mean coaches in general, to put these guys in the best position possible to go out there and be successful. All right, so that is our rookie roundup for this week. Hang tight. We're going to be right back, and we're going to get into what's coming up for this week in sports. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but our guest today is going to be American Ninja Warrior Season 13 winner. I'm not even going to drop the name on you just yet. I'm going to wait, tease you a little bit, come back, hang out with us, find out who that American Ninja Warrior Season 13 winner is. He's going to be talking with us here soon, and we'll be right back. Thanks for listening. AM 1290 KZSB. This is your host, Big Lou, the Sports Lounge. Hey guys, we are back, and you know what? I'm so super excited to have. I got a ninja on the show. Like, who knew? You know, ninjas are supposed to be pretty slick and sly, and you don't know when they're there. You don't know when they leave. And I'm so lucky to have this ninja swing by the studios and spend some time with us. It's Caden Lebsack, American Ninja Warrior Season 13 winner. And I'm so excited to have you here. Caden, how are you feeling after your big victory, buddy?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for having me.
Man, you know, thank you for taking time out of your jungle gyms and whatnot to hang out with us. You know, I like many other people out here in America, watch this show, and I'm a huge fan. And I want people to understand, in case they don't know, they need to understand that, one, obviously you are the last ninja standing, which makes you number one. You're the best in the game right now, right? But number two, as big and as mature as you perform on stage, 15, am I right?
Mm-hmm. I was 15 during the filmings, and I'm 16 now.
16 now, so you had a birthday, right? Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I hope you got to enjoy it to the fullest. But you know, before I go through your bio with you, I'm curious, and I'm sure a lot of people are curious. I'm sure a bunch of your friends asked as well. As the show was going and progressing, and you get through the different stages and get through the different, you know, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, you get to the finals. Do you really have that sense of, you know what, this is mine. I'm not really worried about nobody else. It's mine to lose. What did you see in terms of, okay, being an ex-athlete myself, like, okay, I'm going to do these things, and then I'm going to get this, and I want to go and do that. So once you felt you have this in your hands and you're going to win this thing, and the grand prize, you know, it seemed like there's two it was like a grand prize and a grand prize, if I may say. So with the first grand prize being, I believe it was the $100,000 that we won, what was the first thing on your list of choices to get? Was there anything special that you really, really wanted that growing up, maybe mom and dad was like, no, you don't need that right now, or we're not gonna buy that. And you're like, you know what, mom, got my own cash now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. What was that first thing that you wanted to grab?
The first thing is I actually owe a couple of my Ninja Warrior friends a trip to Disney World. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, so I'm very excited about that.
Okay. And now that's taking a trip. But is there anything like a bunch of my buddies who still play, they still play in the in NFL, and we're a little bit older now. A lot of them are retiring, but the first thing a lot of these guys bought obviously were like, God bless them, cars or jewelry, or granted these guys are signing different type of contracts, but it fit with the question at hand. A lot of them really took care of mom and dad as well, getting mom her first house if they're a single parent home, or paying off all of their parents' past bills. Did you grab anything special or unique for your parents to say thank you for all the support that they've given you through the years, and still as you continue on this journey of being a ninja?
Yeah, for sure. I'm taking my parents with me to Disney World with my ninja friends, and
Okay.
I bought some kind of weird blanket with pictures of the buzzer of American Ninja Warrior.
Nice. Guys, for everybody that's listening, let me just break it down for you guys. Caden was born in Castle Rock, Colorado. He got his nickname from his wakeboarding coach. Please tell me about that. Like, we're gonna go through your bio piece by piece.
Yeah.
And I'm very jealous about your wakeboarding skills. And I'm gonna say this, Jeremiah, tell you, and a lot of my friends, I can't swim. No, I mean that's fine. You can laugh. Everyone laugh because I'm extremely athletic. I just look very weird when I get in the water. So I can't swim, I don't float, and contrary to popular opinion, life vests don't work all that well. So with that being said, how did you get into wakeboarding? So I believe you started wakeboarding at like the age of 2. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. My dad just grew up wakeboarding and he loved it, so I decided to try it and I fell in love with it. And
Wow.
it actually took Colorado states for wakeboarding.
Really? Now, did your wakeboarding success or wakeboarding be, whether it's American Ninja Warrior, baseball, football, basketball, golf is questionable. We'll get into that a little bit later. But I mean, I just find that's such a huge thing. And I admire the amount of work and time that you probably had to put in training to get yourself prepared for this. Now, are you all ninja 24/7, or do you have any other hobbies that you like to get into and do with your friends to kind of take a break from, swinging from hoop to hoop and, pulling yourself up? Like, I mean, do you have weird stuff in the bathroom? Like, it just, you're going to take a shower. Let me just hang right here and I just get this armpit, or, what else do you do in your free time besides ninja?
I'm actually the CEO of a company called Bucket of Chalk.
Yeah, that's right.
We sell chalk to ninjas, rock climbers, gymnasts, anyone that uses chalk.
Okay. Now, how did you get it that? Now, do you have a special design in your chalk that kind of separates it from the other chalk that's out there? I mean, like everything, there's a bazillion type of shoes that are out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got our Nikes and Adidas and Pumas and Under Armour. What is it about your chalk that separates your product from others out there, and how can people find it, and what do they need to do to get it?
Yeah, the Bucket of Chalk actually has a mint scent into it, which scientifically helps you calm your nerves and helps you perform better.
Really?
And it's bucketofchalk.com.
Bucketofchalk.com. Listen, guys, if you're in your car, pull over real quick. You're probably a bad driver anyway. Jot that down. If you're at home, if you're in the office and you're listening and you're following us, go ahead, pull it up right now. It's bucketofchalk.com.
Yep, bucketofchalk.com.
Man, that is so awesome. Now, was that your idea, or was that like a collaborative thought between you and your coach? And you know what, we should just make some chalk. Like, I should, and I'm like, I feel like barbecuing today. But no, like you were like, no, I want to make some chalk and get some chalk out there. Is there anyone that you may know of that has grabbed some of your bucket of chalk and have reached back out to you guys in terms of the chalk itself, or is it still kind of new and on the market, and we're trying to get a little bit momentum of it?
Yeah, it's awesome. Seeing the feedback from the people that buy the chalk and support us is crazy. Everyone's been so nice about it and supporting. It's awesome. It's more than I can ever ask for.
I mean, that's a bit. And so, and how are things going now? With Are you still in school full time as well, or have you stepped out? I know a lot of younger athletes that are that have the ability to do like yourself and to have a lot of success early on. They want to commit 1,000%, basically jump in with both feet. So they don't necessarily take a break from school. They just go about school in a different light.
Mhm.
Basically 9 out of 10 times they'll have a tutor come on site, whether it's home or at the gym, but they get their schoolwork done that way. And 99% of them are still phenomenal students. Is that the case with yourself? Do you have somebody that's coming on working with you in terms of finishing out school properly so you can get to the next level with that as well? Or what's your future plans?
Yeah, I'm actually online schooled and I have been for a while just so I can travel and train and compete more.
Yes, yes. Now, how much do you travel? Well, now we just finished American Ninja Warrior season 13. Obviously, you are the winner. And do you still travel a lot to do other competitions? I know that you have been traveling and competing for a long time, or are you more home based now and just training there and waiting for the next American Ninja season to come up? Or are
Oh yeah.
you moving around and gracing all these other obstacle courses with your presence and showing people the right way to do it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm still traveling and competing as much as I can. I love it and I just love the sport of competing in Ninja Warrior.
That's so cool. Again, Caden got his nickname from his wakeboarding coach, and it just stuck. Wakeboarding's been his passion since at the age of 2, and at the age of 10, he was the youngest member of the Mile High wakeboarding team. Now, when you say the youngest member, how old were some of these guys? Just out of curiosity, I get anything that involves water sports. Like I could talk about all day long because I don't do anything that involves water except water balloons, and I drink water, but that's about it. Um, what was that like being the youngest on a team of guys like that or people like that? I don't know if there were any girls on the team as well. I would assume so.
Mhm.
But what's it like being the youngest coming in like that and competing as well or above and beyond some of these older veterans that were there?
Yeah, it was awesome. Just being able to compete with them, being able to train with them, get to know them was crazy, and it helped push my training even further.
That's cool. Now, was it very family oriented, or did you get any pushback from any of them? Because egos play a role in every sport, whether it's American Ninja Warrior on the football field, on the basketball field. And here's a younger guy that comes in and is just crushing the course, pretty much making the veterans not look bad. I hate to say, I don't want to say look bad, but making them like we can't be lazy anymore because here's this young fire that's just flying through here, making everything look so easy, and we're struggling. Was everybody more welcoming and with open arms to have you part of the team, or was it a little bit of, I don't want to say conflict or stress, but a little bit of how do you say, like the freshman, like we're giving them, and it was official, like you are
Mhm.
now the number one guy. It's your title, your American Ninja Warrior season 13 winner, and you still had one last obstacle to
Mhm.
take down, and there was that rope climb.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to, the rope climb, was it 75 feet? Is that correct?
Yep. 75 feet in 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds. And listen, people, I don't know if you guys have ever done any jujitsu or try to submit someone and squeeze and lock on, or in Caden's case, he's climbing from handle to handle, and sometimes he only has maybe an inch of space for his fingers to hold on. And in lieu of how much he may or may not weigh, after you finish going through an obstacle course like that, and then they're going to turn around and ask you to climb 75 feet up a rope in 30 seconds for $1 million, by the way, people, let's put that out there. What was going through your mind before you started the climb? And I ask this question because on the show, obviously I'm watching the show as well.
Mhm.
I know for myself, being an ex-musician and an ex-athlete, I know those moments of visualization.
For sure.
And it doesn't matter about the lights and the people and the noise. None of that is really present because you're so locked in.
Mhm.
What was going through your mind before you started that climb? And then what were your thoughts as that climb was taking place?
Yeah. Being able to even say I was on stage 4 is such a huge accomplishment for me. And before I started, there was so many emotions going through my head. The rope climb looked huge, and I was already very tired from the rest of the courses. I
Of course.
gave it everything I had, and now I know what I have to work on.
And so by that close right there, that means we can expect to see you on the next season of American Ninja Warrior. We already know you're going to get through the obstacles and get to the end. It's now all about that 75-foot rope climb in 30 seconds. Is that what I'm feeling right here?
Oh, I'll definitely be back. I'll keep training harder and hopefully come back even stronger.
That is so awesome. Man, I wish you well. I know you're going to do great things. Let me rephrase that. I know you're going to continue to do great things. What a great start for you. Again, ladies and gentlemen, he's only 15. I don't know what you guys were doing when you were 15, but I know when I was 15, I was more concerned about how much barbecue sauce I had with my chicken nuggets. Are you a sports fan at all, Kate? Are you a big NFL fan? Are you a big football fan?
Not really. I need to be though. It looks interesting.
Well, you know what? I'm sure to believe that if you were to reach out to the Denver Broncos, since that's the closest team to you, they would be beyond excited to have you as a guest at one of their games, and plus watching the game at Mile High. I mean, that would be pretty awesome.
That would be awesome. I'll have to do that.
Which puts me in the mind of one more thing. I don't want to take up too much time, but let me ask: do you think living in Colorado, obviously a little bit higher elevation, air's a little bit thinner, did that give you a little bit more of an advantage in terms of training to get ready for American Ninja Warrior?
Oh yeah, for sure. Even I'm pretty sure the top 5 American Ninja Warriors this year, 3 of them were from Colorado. So I think it helps.
Wow.
Yeah.
I missed that part in my little research here. So, okay, duly noted. I got to do a little bit better job of digging deep here. Good deal. Well, man, that's absolutely amazing. Guys, I've been on with Caden Lebsack, American Ninja Warrior Season 13 winner. Again, American Ninja Warrior, it's where some of the most elite athletes in the country compete on the world's most difficult obstacle course. And I have the winner right here in the sports lounge, and we're just hanging out, lounging, talking shop, and you can see it on NBC. Caden, thank you for taking time out of your busy day, climbing and swinging, to drop in and hang out with me. If I can, I just want to, for my sports guys, my football people, as you know, we do got to go over the sports coming up for the week in the NFL. I'm going to knock this out real quick. Thursday, we do have NFL coming back on Thursday. The Panthers are 2-0, and they're going to be taking on the Houston Texans. The Washington team going into Sunday. The Washington team will be taking on the Buffalo Bills, and the Bills are -9 points in that game. The Bears will be taking on the Browns. The Browns are giving up 7.5 points. The Ravens, after a miraculous victory last night, what an awesome game. I hope everyone comes out of that game healthy and no injuries. But the Ravens are -9 against the Lions this coming Sunday. The Colts are taking on the Titans. And amazingly enough, the Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry has finally made a showing. The Tennessee Titans are giving up 5 points. The Los Angeles Chargers will be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are -6.5 points, even though they had that knockdown, drag-out game last night against the Baltimore Ravens. Going on, the Saints will be taking on my Bill Belichick Patriots, and the Pats are actually -3 points in that game as well. Jameis Winston had a massive week 1, and then I'm not sure what happened in week 2, but he was not there. Going on, the Atlanta Falcons will be taking on the New York Giants, and the Giants are coming in at -3 points. The Bengals will be taking on the Steelers. The Steelers are -4.5. Arizona Cardinals, again, 1-point squeak out win, are -7.5 to the Jaguars. Me personally, I think it's going to be a lot bigger than that. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just saying. The Jets are going to be taking on Caden's Denver Broncos, and the Broncos are coming in at -11. Teddy Bridgewater had a huge Sunday yesterday, and if you're a fantasy football person, per ESPN, Teddy Bridgewater dropped 26 points. Food for thought for those of you who do play fantasy football. The Dolphins will be taking on the Raiders, and the Raiders are -4 points tomorrow, or this week. Again, people, it's the first half of the season. Watch what happens with the Raiders in the second half of the season. It's tradition. They do it every year. Going on, the Buccaneers, my man Tom Brady, as far as I'm concerned, he is the best. He's been the GOAT for a very long time, and he will continue to be the GOAT. I don't think there'll never be another one like him. But the Bucs are taking on the Rams, and amazingly enough, I don't know how they pulled this off, but the Rams are -1 point. The Seahawks are giving up 1 point to the Vikings. The Packers and the 49ers will be squaring off. They're -4. And coming up on next Monday Night Football, you got the Eagles taking on the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are -4 points. That is this week in football. Again, Caden, thank you so much for your time, but I really appreciate it. I wish you nothing but the best going forward. And if you know, I like to say, I'll see you when I look at you.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, you guys have been listening to The Sports Lounge with your host, myself, Big Lou, and we are on AM 1290 KZSB. We'll be right back.
Awesome.
Jeremiah, you're muted.
Sorry.
There you go.
Very nice. Very good. Katie, you ready for your big radio drop?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sports show with Big Lou, right?
What's that?
The sports lounge with Big Lou, right?
Lounge with Big Lou. Yeah. And
Awesome.
promote your business, promote American Ninja Warrior, anything you want. Your parents' gym, yourself.
Awesome.
Nothing. Whatever.
Do it all, buddy. Do it all.
Yeah. I'll count you down. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. You're live.
My name is Caden Lebsack. I'm American Ninja Warriors Season 13 Last Man Standing and the CEO of Bucket of Chalk. You're watching the Sports Lounge with Big Lou.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Caden, I have a question for you. I know you got the Ninja K and your special line of shirts and stuff that you train and whatnot, but I would be beyond honored if you do me this is my strength and conditioning fitness company. I've been in the fitness industry for a little over 20 years now.
Awesome.
And I train and work with kids from, believe it or not, 4 years old up until, college and professional athletes.
That's awesome.
I need to get you one of these, but if I got one of these to you, would you do me the honor of putting it on somewhere and wearing it and showing up? Because what you do, Holy Fit, are we recording right now?
Next season of
Well, Holy Fit is a play on, them just put out there. Holy Fit's a play on holy shit.
That's awesome.
When you're out there doing your thing, people are watching you go and they're like, holy shit, it's killing it. So my question is, if I get you one of these, but would you do me the honor of wearing one of these, whether it's practice, training? If you happen to put it on NBC and do I'd probably, my son, I have 2 boys, 7 and 5, and they would say, Daddy, you're an ugly crier, because I'm a very emotional guy. And say, Daddy, you're a very ugly crier. But I would cry very ugly to see it on NBC. Yeah. That would be so awesome if you were able to do that with that, because I don't want to step on your brand. Obviously, you have your brand, what you're doing. But I would be honored if you just would accept one of these shirts from me. Maybe shoot a picture, post it on Instagram. Definitely. That would be fabulous. But I'll be so grateful.
Here's what you educated. And now everybody wants to be on your body. They want.
That's a little weird. That's awesome. But
you gotta charge them for that, Caden. That come for free.
Well, you know what? We'll work it out. We'll figure it out.
All right. Yeah, of course. My show. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of time.
Okay, go. Do you need me to stay on, Jeremiah? Or what do you need me to do?
Send this to you in a little bit. So, Caden, we'll have these produced for you tonight, so you can share.
Awesome.
And then we'll air it on the radio. Bye, Lou. Thank you so much.
Okay. Jeremiah, bye, Lou. Good. Hey, Caden, good luck to you, buddy. Thank you so much for your time. Can you get the info so we can ship one of these out to Caden? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll see you guys.
You want to take a couple-minute break? We'll get some water, stretch?
No, I'm good now.
Good to go? All right.
Yeah, do it.
Let's get you going then, man.
Awesome.
Hey, thanks for doing these back-to-back. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Let me just get my my script open here. Okay. That was really great. You're a natural at this. How are you doing? A lot of interviews right now?
Yeah, last week was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I bet. You're gonna hate them after a while, huh? You got great Ellen there. Is Ellen still hanging in with us?
I am. Hello. You're doing great, Kaden.
Thanks.
Well, Ellen, do you mind that your name's going to be, I don't know how to get that off there, but that
Oh, I'll hide myself. I can do it on my end. Hang on.
maybe people track you down or something if they see it.
No worries. Here, let me do it in the settings. I'll turn my thing off. Give me
Oh.
1 second.
I'm going to stop the recording for Lewis's, and then we will start again with mine. So
Awesome.